Women are not a means to an end. People are not a means to an end. If he was crazy, I'm even having to say these things. People are a means to themselves. You don't have to talk to them just because you think like you're gaining something like a transaction. We're not buying things. We're conversing with other humans. I'm talking today about a video I found from this person who's I'll link the video in the description. It's just a very interesting, very problematic video, like most others I found from self-improvement channels. He literally says in the first like 5 seconds, having a relationship is killing you. He does say that he's over exaggerating, whatever, but still, it is stupid. I'm be deconstructing most of his points and just how it's kind of how stupid it all is. First of all, he says one of the biggest reasons is because it requires social skills and confidence. Yeah, I'd assume so, but how does that mean you can't have it? He also changes this. He also changes the reason later on. But this is still very stupid. Just saying, oh, relationships are killing, especially romantic ones. He's talking about are killing you because it requires social skills. How does that do it? How is that killing it? How does needing confidence make it worse? It should make it easier. Or other ones where he says that you need to be the pillar, the man, the alpha male, like the gorillas. Like, are you serious? You can't make this up. How can you be unironically saying these things like you need to be the alpha male? Shut up. There's a reason self improvement has such a bad connotations because these fucks just say the most cringe and stupid shit possible. No, you don't have to be the alpha male. You're also saying that you need to lead that she can't. You could say that, but also he also says that the point of being a man is to be the leader, like to lead your women. But also, you don't have to have one person lead. It can just be a relationship. It can just be two people being equals. It doesn't have to be like I've heard a mother-son relationship or like a father-daughter relationship. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be this stupid binary. It can be, you know, two adults, two people are equals. Why can't it be like that? Why can't it be where neither one leads fully and they both have input? They both contribute. They both are equal members in it. Why can't it be like that? You don't have to just be, as he says, a slave. There's middle ground between being a leader and being a slave. You can just be equals. You can just be two parties working together in love or whatnot. That's what I've done. That's what I'm doing. We are equals, and it works very well. We're not. It's not where one person has to lead the other, has to control the other. What? I've never done that because it's wrong. It's wrong to say, "Oh, I'm just gonna control you." For what purpose? For what benefit does it give you, other than just this stupid control fantasy? This stupid idea that I need to be a man. I need to be an alpha male. He also says stuff about you need to be a sigma male. Unironically, that is just crazy. This is a very easy way to ruin your credibility. On a slight time that he gets into, he says stuff about being a slave to junk food, like and internet things such as social media and porn. It has nothing to do with the general subject. He does acknowledge it, but why not just edit it out? Cut it out. It doesn't have anything to do with this. And it's such a base level, basic idea of, oh, we're slaves to this. We're slaves to much bigger forces at play, you know? There's much bigger things we're a slave to. Most people are like literal slaves to the institution of America, to their work. If you don't go to your work, you will starve and die. You technically have these choices, but the choice to really do it or die. But that is for another day. He also talks about how you don't want someone in this chapter of fighting against yourself. How does that make sense? Wouldn't it be easier to do a 2v1 versus a 1v1? It'd be easier to have someone help you, to support you, to be there with you and for you, than to have to do this all alone. It doesn't make any sense. You can have someone help you. Not even necessarily help someone guide you, but just to be there. that can help you a lot. That can make it a lot easier to keep going at it, to keep pursuing better in yourself. Now, like I said, how he said that it requires social skills and confidence. He changes it later on to say now it requires things like attention and money. And yes, it does require attention and money, but look at the benefits. It's if you want to do this whole numbers game, compare the benefits and the downsides. And the benefits are you're happier. You have more motivation. You have a purpose. You feel like you're really working towards something or someone. So the downside could be like you have less attention or money or time or whatever. But these things can be managed better. In my opinion, it's a lot easier when you actually have someone with you. When you have someone, another reason to fight. It's another reason to keep going. That's how I felt. And also, he just says some. Oh my god, he literally says, "You can use girlfriends," and I quote, "You can use girls." He's literally just saying to use people, to manipulate people. He uses these words so poorly. He doesn't even necessarily mean use them in the traditional sense. Especially since he's not using the traditional sense. I don't know why he's even using this language. It's just going to make him seem like an asshole and just seem like an absolute freak. He says to use them in the way of almost seeing them as, like I said, a means to an end. Seeing them as like an XP farm in a video game. You see them as just a way to practice your social skills or a way to practice your abilities of getting girls. He's just saying to basically lead them on. How this isn't bad, I don't know. How you could spin this in a way that isn't bad. You can do this while not trying to lead them on. You can practice social skills with a different intent, with an intent to actually foster something, to actually see them as a person, you know? Now the reasons why I could kind of see why to become almost heartless or unemotional, so that things just don't phase you. That okay, maybe could be good. The intent though is so bad. The net result you're trying to get is to have less heartbreak in the long run, which is probably a good thing. You won't just get attached as quickly. But the intent is very bad. The intent is strictly to lead them on and to use them for your own gain. Your intent is to just manipulate their emotions. He literally says to manipulate. If your intent was purely to actually do something that's beneficial to both parties, where it can make both parties actually happy, where it can make two people happier, okay, fine. But your intent is purely selfish and purely out of your own self-benefit. The intent is so wrong and bad that it just kind of discredits us all. I think I've shown just how stupid this entire video is. Titling it, what? Girlfriend on self-improvement, question mark, exclamation point. It's such a clickbaity thumbnail. He's trying to masquerade it and say that in the thumbnail that women or that this girl is just a devil hiding under the face of an angel. No, people aren't like this. You can't think again on this binary that everyone is the same. But sometimes some people are the same, like you, saying the same things that everyone else says. I will teach you everything there is to know. But pipe down. Pipe down. You are not as different as you think you are. You're saying these same rhetoric. You're saying that the goal is to be Sigma male confident. You're literally doing these things that I've joked around with friends doing ironically to make fun of you kind of people. When everyone thinks they're different, inevitably they're all going to be the exact same. Individuality comes from being actually individual. But when you all think you're different, you're all going to be the same. Especially when you all literally think the same, do the same, and act the same. You're all doing the exact same kinds of videos. This how to get a girlfriend. Oh, this how to get a great body. Oh, this, and this on self-improvement. Oh, no fap. Whatever. The exact same kinds of videos. You're not adding anything new. You're just doing the exact same things other people have done before you, but worse. You're just copying everyone else. Everyone is just copying everyone else, not adding anything new to the scene. Not adding anything new that you can learn from. If you really want to actually be different, then actually be different. Don't just say you're different. Actually do something different. Speak differently. Use different rhetorics. Don't be thinking under the exact same notions that we've been taught to think that, oh, men are superior. Oh, that women are subservient and should be treated as objects and a means to an end. You're just pushing that. You're just pushing the common notion. You're just pushing what people already think and just making the world a worse place. Well, inflating your own ego and thinking that you're different, thinking that you're ahead of the curve. But you're not. None of you are. You simply are not. And you don't need to drop that ego. You need to majorly drop your ego and actually do something different. Actually do something productive with your life.